Amitabha Buddha. Hello everyone. So I received a comment from YouTube and the person asked he was not sure how the Bodhisattva's vow of saving all sentient beings fits well with the individual desire of wanting to seek rebirth to the Pure Land, and how are these two seemingly contradictory aims are resolved. Okay, so first of all, these two are not really contradictory at all, because the reason why all of us and all the bodhisattvas want to seek rebirth to the Pure Land is really to realize enlightenment and to realize Buddhahood, so we can better help sentient beings. So think about the Pure Land is like the university for enlightenment, university for Buddhahood. If, say, we don't go to the Pure Land and we can't realize enlightenment in this lifetime, then in our next lifetime we don't know where we will be, right? We'll just be again dragged by our karma back to the 6 realms. And say if in our next life we become a mouse or a cat, we're not going to save any sentient beings, right? Or worse, if we're going to fall down to the hungry ghost realm or the hellish realm for again countless eons, we can't save any sentient beings. Like, we can't even save ourselves. If we can't even save ourselves, how can we save others? So what we should do is really to first go to the Pure Land to realize enlightenment, and not only just enlightenment but to the state of non-retrogression, to realize a high level of enlightenment. So enlightenment has many different levels. Like for the Bodhisattva path, it's 52 stages of the Bodhisattva path. If they have not realized to the state of non-retrogression, which is a relatively high level of enlightenment, if they stay in the cycle of reincarnation, then they can fall back in any moment and forget about what they're supposed to do here. So being in the cycle of reincarnation is tremendously risky, dangerous. So unless you are like the Bodhisattva of Guan Yin, Bodhisattva Amitabha, Bodhisattva Manjushri, unless you have obtained like their levels, then what we should really do is to first seek rebirth to the Pure Land. And even high levels of Bodhisattvas and Buddhas, if they come back to help us, they will still do the performance that they're going to seek rebirth to the Pure Land, like what we have seen in the great Tibetan master who was believed to be an incarnation of Bodhisattva Manjushri, like what we have seen in Master Zhiyi, who is believed to be an incarnation of Amitabha Buddha, Master Tiantai, maybe an incarnation of Shakyamuni Buddha. So all of them, they will all seek rebirth to the Pure Land because they also want to show us this is where we shall go. If we really learn from them, then we should really follow their path, their footsteps, to seek rebirth to the Pure Land. If the Pure Land is like a university for high level of enlightenment and Buddhahood, so we should really first go there and to graduate, so then we have the proper capacity to come back and help save other sentient beings. Otherwise, there is no way we could do that, just rely on our self-effort to stay in the cycle of reincarnation. It's only for high level of bodhisattvas who have obtained to the state of non-retrogression, then they can be here, then to them it doesn't matter. But for us ordinary beings, and even for low level of enlightened beings, including Arahant, including low level of bodhisattvas, what we should do is really to first seek rebirth to the Pure Land. And after we see Amitabha Buddha, after we have realized to the state of non-retrogression, or even to the final stage of Buddhahood, then we can come back or to be in all different worlds to help save other sentient beings. So by that time, we'll be able to possess the ability of having countless incarnations to be in all different worlds all at once, just like Guan Yin, just like Amitabha Buddha, all the great bodhisattvas and Buddhas. So we will really develop this great ability after we obtain rebirth in the Pure Land. So I highly recommend all of you to go and read about the 10 Doubts of the Pure Land, written by the Tiantai patriarch Master Zhiyi, or also known as Master Zhiyi or Master Tiantai. So Master Zhiyi is known as the Little Shakyamuni Buddha in China. So he founded the very first Mahayana lineage in Chinese Buddhism called the Tiantai school. In his life, he taught different methods of meditation, and he actually also realized samadhi. But At the time of his exit, he still sought rebirth to Amitabha Buddha's Pure Land by reciting the name of Amitabha Buddha. So, all these great masters, they all seek rebirth to the Pure Land regardless of what other methods they have taught in their life. In the end, they all recite the name of Amitabha Buddha to seek rebirth to the Pure Land. And he also wrote the 10 doubts of the Pure Land to clarify any doubts or questions people might have about the Pure Land. So the first question is to deal with exactly this question. So someone asked, shouldn't the Bodhisattvas just stay in the cycle of reincarnation to help all sentient beings instead of seeking rebirth to the Pure Land? And Master Zhiyi answered this. So I'm gonna just quote straight from the text. There are two types of Bodhisattvas. The first type are those who have followed the Bodhisattva path for a long time and attained the tolerance of non-birth, insight into the non-origination of phenomena, a high level of enlightenment. This approach, remaining in the cycle of reincarnation, applies to them. The second type are Bodhisattvas who have not attained the tolerance of non-birth, as well as ordinary beings who have just developed the Bodhi heart. If they aspire to perfect that tolerance and enter the evil life of the triple realm to save sentient beings, they should remain in constant proximity to the Buddha. As stated in the Profession of Wisdom treatise, it's unwise for human beings who are still bound by all kinds of afflictions, even if they possess a great compassionate mind, to seek a premature rebirth in this evil realm to rescue sentient beings. Why is this so? It's because in this evil, defiled world, afflictions are powerful and widespread. Those who lack the power of tolerance of non-birth are bound to be swayed by the external circumstances. They then become slaves to form and sound, fame and fortune, with the resulting karma of greed, anger, and delusion. Once this occurs, they cannot even save themselves, much less others. Take the case of two persons, each of whom watches a relative drowning in the river. The first person, acting on impulse, hastily jumps into the water. However, because he lacks the necessary skills, in the end, both of them drown. The second person, more intelligent and resourceful, hurries off to fetch a boat and sails to the rescue. Thus, both persons escape drowning. Newly aspiring bodhisattvas are like the first individual, who still lacks the power of tolerance of non-birth and cannot save sentient beings. Only those bodhisattvas who remain close to the Buddhas and attain that tolerance can substitute for the Buddhas and ferry countless sentient beings across, just like the person on the boat. Ordinary persons who lack the tolerance of non-birth should limit themselves to Buddha recitation to achieve one-pointedness of mind. Once that goal is reached, at the time of death, they will certainly be reborn in the Pure Land, having seen Amitabha Buddha and reached the tolerance of non-birth. They can steer the boat of that tolerance into the sea of birth and death to ferry sentient beings across and accomplish countless Buddha deeds at will. So I highly recommend this book to everybody and to have a deeper understanding in why we actually want to seek rebirth to the Pure Land and why we shall really seek rebirth to the Pure Land in this life. Namo Amitabha Buddha. Namo Amituofo.